Hey guys, it's Postbox Pat, welcome back to a new video, and today I'm going to be telling you guys about the Fortnite lore for Season 4. Now I have produced two videos in the past which I do recommend going to check out. They will be on screen right now. They go over, basically the start of Season 4, and in the second half of Season 4, they go over exactly what was going on within Fortnite, giving you guys an in-depth sight to that. I'll also be doing a little recap on that, kind of, not exactly, so make sure you do go and check them two videos out if you haven't already before you watch the rest of this video, because it'll give you guys a good clue what's going on within Fortnite. They will be on screen and in the little comment section down below, my pinned comments. You can go and check them out afterwards if you want, but make sure you do go and check them out and then come back to this video because this is very interesting. So let's get straight into this. What am I going to be talking about? Well, I have amazing information on the Blockbuster skin. I also have information about the Fortnite government. Yes, the Fortnite government. What is this? Whoa, Pat, what are you saying? Well, let's get into it and start with the Blockbuster kind of loading screens. So let's go on to the first one. Quiet on the Set, The Monster and Moisey. It talks about the director's note and how he was just finishing off filming basically the entire film that he's filming, and suddenly, boom, a big meteor hits prison. Now, the director's thinking, I've been filming this film, maybe it's time to switch up because we've actually had something come from outer space into our kind of set, should we say, or Fortnite itself where they're recording, and they're like, whoa, what is this? Bear in mind, Fortnite Battle Royale is a world or an island where there's loads of things going on, but there is also other islands around Fortnite as well. Fortnite Battle Royale is just one island and one game type. Fortnite itself is an entire universe, so bear in mind, directors have come into Fortnite Battle Royale to film a film, and it looks like something massive has hit the game. So we know that the meteor hit, then they decided to make a new film. Or did they? Or was it a mega breaking out of prison? Well, we'll find that out in a second. But we hear, I reclaim my power, I gather my allies, and I will have my vengeance. So there you see, a mega breakout. Looks like the director's carrying on the film a little bit different now because they saw the meteorite hit prison. They thought, you know what, we'll change up the film. Number 3, we get the actual looming threat. We get all the heroes gathering to call a big action to bring a team together to fight a mega. Then we go over to number 4, which is just over here. We see a mega bringing out an army, and his big army are coming to get us all, and the little logo on the head, look at the little logo on them, kind of looks a little bit government-y, but not exactly. So a mega's brought his army together there in that scene. Then with number 5, we see all the superheroes having a big fight at prison, trying to take on a mega. Looks like a cool fight's going on, good film set going on there, cool action. Then number 6, the one that came out today, I also revealed it in the last video, kind of just goes, well, good work, guys. We're doing pretty well. What a crazy shoot. Those meteors that crashed down sure gave us a lot of extra free production value. Glad we survived it. So they talk about, that's really the end of the shoot. We've made the film. Let's just have a little chill, have a little cool out, get our tea out, go on our phone. It looks like one of the characters there's on their phone on the right. Forgotten the exact name for that new skin coming, but you can see it there on the phone. Then you can also see the secret Battlestar there as well. And it looks like they're giving high fives in the back. So it looks like the meteorites gave them more money to be able to produce the film. So this kind of reveals that himself, Omega, is not an enemy. Who is the enemy and what is going on exactly? Well, let's jump into a game and I'll show you guys exactly what's going on within Fortnite Battle Royale. So in general, why am I saying this? Well, personally, this is only an opinion, guys. You can't take this for real. I think that Fortnite is being run by a government, and that's who's extracting the meteorites. Now, this does link to the Blockbuster skin, which we'll get to later on in the video, but for now, let's go and take a little look around the map. Let's wind it on a little bit so we can get into the game, and I'll show you guys exactly what's going on. Now, this is a complete live commentary, so I'm going to be flying around the map all over the place, giving you guys a tour type thing, kind of showing you guys what's going on, so you guys get the understanding of everything, and why I thought at first, if you've watched the other two videos, this is why I recommend watching them. At first, we all thought Omega was the enemy, but now there's something else looming within the Fortnite community. So this sort of stuff with the films and stuff kind of gets to us, and we think, is it really part of this movie set, or what exactly is going on? So let's get straight into this and zoom around the map. First off, we're going to nip to prison over here. This is the first place I want to go to because there's a few things I want to talk about over here. There's actually a bunch of different stuff which can relate to it. And it shows where the first shoot was taken. The first meteorite obviously must have hit prison, or they must have all hit at the same time. And then that means that is where it all started. That's with the film. That's where the director changed the film. Once he changed the film, he decided, this is the film changing. Boom, he changes the film, and they've changed it into kind of a superhero type fighting film. So we head over to here. here, prison. This is where obviously a mega broke out. We've also got all these posters around the map in the new week challenge. So what exactly are these like posters signifying at prison and all over the map? Well, I've come to prison for an example for this was because it advertised the film by a mega and Carbide. So these Carbide, sorry, whatever his name is, Carbide. So I can't say it. But yeah, the films are pretty cool, and that's what these posters are doing. They're advertising the film for Carbide and a mega. That's how you say it. So yeah, that's what they're doing all around the map. So that's what makes me think, what is this on here? Well, I'm not 100% sure exactly what this is, but personally, these logos to me look like it's something related to the government. Now, why am I saying that? Well, these cards to me at first, I thought they were related to a mega. And yes, they can link back to them metal soldiers, but are them metal soldiers simply just characters in the film to link to it? And are these cards something different? Well, personally, that's what I think. I personally think these cards here and all this sort of stuff is something related to the government within Fortnite, and they've been extracting all the meteor, like hops, the hot rocks, and taking them somewhere. And obviously the film set might have got their hands on a few hot rocks, but not enough to be able to like take over Fortnite. They've just got enough to be able to fund the rest of the film and sell them to the government. But obviously, that's what happened. So this is where the original film set was, just around here in Moisty somewhere, looking out over here, looking out actually probably towards prison. And then you see the huge meteor come out and hit prison. So it's interesting to see stuff like that happening. We've also got like the helicopter over here, which is cool, and just a cool bunch of stuff within Moisty Mire. Now, what else have we got within this season which is really changing up and has made big changes to the map? Well, let's head over to Dusty Divot, because Dusty Divot has got some pretty cool stuff. We've got actually some major changes here recently. So all the vans and stuff, if it would render in, oh, look at these, wow. Pat, whoa, what are these triangle things? Well, these triangle things are actually vans when they load in. I want to talk a little bit about this. So here comes the government again. The government of Fortnite are coming in to extract stuff in Dusty. You can even see where the cars have been coming in and out. You can see a nice little trail forming. It never used to be there. Looks like the green land is growing around here, which is pretty interesting. And also we've even got a helicopter owned by the government inside of here as well, extracting stuff. And this site is completely under guard by government. We also used to have some old type vans here. These sort of vans, kind of like the left, like the runaway quick vans, these ones, well, these ones look like they used to be inside of here, and now we've got even more trucks here looking like they're loading up a lot of stuff from the information from here. Now, obviously, we have the huge meteorite being mined out inside here, which we'll get into in a moment. But you can see that the government have all been parking up, kind of just chilling around. This is not a mega anymore, guys. This is something else within the world. However, we don't exactly know. I can't guarantee that. It could technically be a mega still. We just don't know. Maybe a mega could be doing something behind the movie scenes, but we're keeping away from that kind of storyline for now. We're trying to get it with the government owning something else within Fortnite. Now, you go inside and look at the egg. It looks like it has been extracted slowly by the government. Again, this could simply be a mega plan in this, but it doesn't really make sense if they've been fighting. And we look at the Blockbuster skins, it just doesn't make sense if they're all just sat down chilling. It clearly makes sense if there's something else behind this, extracting this, and it's not a mega. So, where do we go next? Well, there's a few spots we can go next. First, we're going to go over to Risky. This is not going to take too long at Risky. We'll spend a little bit of time at Risky. Oh, my controller batteries are low. Hopefully they don't die. We'll spend a little bit of time at Risky, and then we'll head over to a Mega's base, because that's where I really want to point out. So at Risky, we had the films. We got all the films being announced on here. We haven't had any major changes here. Just the cabin in the Wailing Woods. That's this one that we had last week. But yeah, we can see the film set here. It does look like they have been extracted now at Risky. Risky has been filled in. This is pretty new, this, guys. Risky has been filled in, and it's all being extracted. So this is interesting to see Risky being extracted completely. The government are here again, extracting meteorites, extracting metal. They're extracting a bunch of stuff to get out of here. They're being escorted out of here. So you can see exactly what's going on with these changes within the few weeks, which is pretty interesting. So again, the government are here extracting stuff out of Risky, and obviously we don't know where this is going to. Now, it talks about the base in Wailing Woods. Could that just relate to the films? Because obviously we know that the drive-in theatre is here, well, was here, and you could go here, and this is where the films will be displayed. And I can assume the film at the end of maybe Season 4 might actually be displayed on YouTube by Fortnite, or something like that. Maybe there will be an actual film that we can watch. I just don't know yet. Now, the base in Wailing Woods doesn't have any changes. This itself, to me, just looks pretty basic. I know a bunch of people have been in here, and so far, this could relate to the actual film and not the government. We don't exactly know though. It could be related to the government, or it could be related to like an Omega. Obviously, Omega himself, to me, from what I've gathered from the Blockbuster images, clearly is just an actor, someone playing a hero and a villain in the film, and that's what I personally think. Well, basically, that's what I'm 100% certain what it is. So something else is happening within the Fortnite world. So we'll take a little look over at Omega's base, because obviously we've got the huge like mansion over there, which is related to the heroes, obviously built for the film. But Omega's base is a little bit different, guys. You've got to kind of think about it in two different ways. We have Tilted being completely mined out. Tilted itself has been completely extracted, and then we have the scavengers coming in, robbing a bunch of stuff. These are the sort of people that you get casually in the Fortnite world, just coming in, getting a few resources, maybe for Save the World or something. Who knows? That's what that's coming at. But let's keep heading over, and as we head over, we'll talk a little bit about it. We did have some cars traveling through, and they still are the football fields here. The government again heading towards Omega's base. But is it really Omega's base? That is the question, because the road runs to Snobby over here, and Omega's base is up here. Now we go to Omega's base, we see some police around here, nothing too major. We see a few cars, standard stuff here. We don't see anything revealing that the government are based here. But Omega's base itself seems pretty weird. The idea of Omega's base still seems pretty film setty. We don't see anything related to the government. We don't see any government logos in here. We only see Omega's logo, and we also see a rocket. However, is this in disguise by the government related to the film? We don't exactly know. Is this rocket going to be launched or not? This is the question left unanswered. I don't exactly know if that is the case, but if it was to be launched, it would probably be by the government and not Omega. Now, I have been checking around. This one over here is still left filled by the government. Looks like the government have been struggling. Maybe they've had some sort of assault by someone. Maybe Omega himself. Maybe obviously we saw the recent robber type skins, the thieves. Maybe the thieves have been here, taken these out, robbed a bit of stuff. We don't exactly know what's going on there. Then we just take a little look around this section of the map. There isn't really too much. It's a pretty empty section. There's nothing related to it really around here. We can go over to this side over here, and again, it doesn't look like the government have extracted all of it yet. Looks like they sent out a few units to it, but still haven't got around to extracting it yet. You can see the units here that have been sent. Obviously, they haven't extracted all the things yet. Obviously, that may come next week when every single hot rock has been extracted, leaving us with the bouncy pads with the hot rock effect, with the hot rocks being completely removed. And again, the last place to be completely removed will most likely be Dusty. So the last thing I want to talk about is the leaks for Season 5. And obviously, I haven't mentioned the Blockbuster skin yet, and I will mention that after I've mentioned this, because it's something maybe a lot of you have been interested in, and I will mention it because it is something I want to talk about. But the next thing I want to show you guys, which isn't too long, it's just a little short type thing I want to go at, is the little big dinosaur footprint here. Now, there's a lot of leaks for Season 5, and this dinosaur footprint has been here a very long time, guys. It's always been here, so don't think that we're going to be getting dinosaurs in Season 5. But what else could it be? Well, Season 4, towards the end of it, we have been leaked for that there's going to be a huge monster type game mode where there's going to be two monsters on it, well, one monster on each team, two monsters in total, and you're going to be fighting against each other. It's like the Leviathan, or however you say it. There's going to be two versions of them, and that's what's inside the egg. That's what people have speculated. Inside that egg over there, it got leaked that there's going to be a massive monster, and maybe the other monster, that's what the footprint is, and then the other monster comes out the egg and there's a war. Apparently in that game mode there's going to be no building but unlimited respawns, and it'll be the first team to take out the monster. So for me, I'd be camping towards the end of the map if I was playing the monster, but I don't know if that game mode's going to be real or not. People will be maybe like going down here with the monster. I don't know the size of the monster yet. If it was to me to predict the size of the monster, I assume it would probably be sort of Thanos, 4 times as big as Thanos maybe. So like maybe as tall as like a tree or something, like a small tree, maybe like a tree like that, or maybe even a big tree, maybe it could be. We don't exactly know. But you guys are probably wondering, Pat, why haven't you told us about the Blockbuster skins yet? Well, let me reveal 2 highly leaked and predicted ideas from me for the Blockbuster skin. Now, again, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I like to predict these things, but I can't guarantee it. But from the theory I have just given you guys related to the Season 4 lore, I'm pretty sure we have a great idea for the Blockbuster skin right now. So what exactly is that? Well, I think the Blockbuster skin is going to be the director. I also think it could be the government leader, And why do I think that? Well, let's back out of here and take a little look at the skins and the Blockbuster skin itself. The director is someone that directs the film, obviously a big name in the Fortnite Season 4, so that's why I think the Blockbuster skin could be him, and also it could be the government leader or some sort of government soldier. We take a little look at Season 4 skins. What do we see? We see a soldier here, kind of like a battle hawk. It's kind of like some sort of soldier or advanced force that may have been sent out to investigate the meteor. We keep skipping through Season 4. We don't see too much. We see a few like third-party things that we don't expect. We see a concept of a squad leader. Pretty interesting there. Squad leader himself comes up later on. We've also got this, just a simple like background. All these little simple things aren't relating to it too much. Again, another thing that doesn't really relate to it, just kind of like they're just like relating to the spray paint and stuff within Fortnite. Again, Valor herself relates to the actual filming, but not the actual theory. We keep skipping through, and then we get to the actual squad leader. Again, part of the advanced forces, part of the government, and that's where I get with that idea. Again, we cut through Omega himself, part of the Omega set, part of the film. Now, what exactly is this Blockbuster skin? Well, like I was saying, we don't exactly know, but from the predictions I've made in this video and for everything I've gone through, and if you have understood it all, you'll get the idea that this could be the director or it could be the government leader. We don't exactly know yet, but it's going to be interesting to find out what's going on within Fortnite Battle Royale exactly. Again, if I am wrong and the changes have been changed to make the story completely different, expect the covers straight on my channel. I'm covering the entire lore for Season 4, Season 5, Season 6, every single season from now on. I'm going to be covering the lore of Fortnite Battle Royale. So if you are new to the channel, do stick around for that. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. I really do hope it has helped you out. If you haven't checked out my 2 previous videos, go and check them 2 out. And if you've made it all the way to the end of this video, comment down below #7 because that's the last challenge we need to unlock before we unlock the Blockbuster. So that, once again, that's #7. Comment that down below and I'll know if you guys have made it to the end of the video. And this is Postbox Pat signing out.